is decorating a coffee table surprisingly difficult? It's like you either have way too many items on your table to the point where you can't see the surface, or too little to the point it looks incomplete. Well, if you are having trouble finding a balance, then you are not alone. I was the same way until I found these tips and secrets to how to decorate a high-end coffee table. In this video, I will only be using items that I currently have in my home, which are the same items you probably have in yours. I'm gonna just run around my house real quick and grab some items to decorate with. I'm just grabbing just everyday pieces that are easy to decorate with for the coffee table styling. All right, so this is what we have, and I think it's a pretty strong foundation. I'm pretty sure I can get 3 different looks out of these items, but if not, I can always go back on a search throughout my house. As I was preparing for this video and doing my research, I came across one video from an interior designer that indicated that it was imperative to use 1 item of these 6 materials, which were stone, wood, leather, glass, pottery/ceramic, and something organic. So the organic item could be something faux. It doesn't necessarily have to be real. Using organic pieces like plants instantly adds warmth, texture, and brings a calm to your living space. Natural elements ground the room. They make everything more inviting and balanced. If you use a faux plant, it's going to be way more sustainable because you don't have to water it. So if you're like me and you don't have a green thumb, using faux plants is a great choice. And that was my secret regarding the coffee table styling. I did not know that. Did anyone else know that? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know if I'm going to live by this rule just because what if you have a smaller coffee table and you don't want a lot of stuff on top of it? Or if you're just trying to go for a simplified look. I'm achieving 4 out of 6 of the materials here. I have my glass candle, I have my ceramic vase with the faux flowers, which brings an organic look, which makes 3 out of 6. And then I'm bringing in my stone coasters. I'm happy with this look. I think it looks nice, simple, yet elevated and cozy. Okay, so truth be told, I'm the type of person that does like not a whole lot on my coffee table, but I do like to decorate my coffee table. So for the next look, I'm just gonna add a couple more pieces to this arrangement. I came up with so many different ways of how to arrange this table. I'm definitely gonna have to come out with a short video, so stay tuned for that. I ended up swapping out some pieces. I brought in the suede box that you see to the left, as well as another black candle, a match jar, and a metallic box that actually came with perfume in it. I'm really glad that I used the metallic box because for one, it gave extra height to the table, for 2, it brought warmth, and for 3, most importantly, it gave the triangle effect look that designers say you should have when creating your coffee table arrangement. And for the third look, I'm using this gold decorative bowl and a couple of coffee table books. I will be throwing in a couple moss balls, and I'm attempting to use this silver chain, but it's not working out for me too well. Of course, I have to bring back my velvet box. I always keep it on the coffee table with any arrangement that I am putting together. And I am bringing in a brass and glass little box that I purchased from Home Goods. I normally keep my sentiment oils in this box, but I'm going to substitute those for some pine, which is going to bring in another material the designers say is required for a high-end look. I also learned what not to do. If you have a coffee table and you're only filling in the 4 corners, or if you're filling in the middle only, it's going to look incomplete. One of the things you have to keep in mind is scaling shapes and sizes. If you have an equal balance, your coffee table is going to look complete and thoughtfully done with intention. Having decor items that are also functional are key. You want to be able to incorporate some items that you can use and have a purpose for. Also, if you already have a hero piece built in your home, like my fireplace, you don't want to obstruct the view with a large decor item. Using different shapes and sizes also brings variation to your table. If you use all the same size, it's going to look kind of boring and flat. And even though this video called for 3 coffee table stylings, I threw in a 4th because this one was so easy to swap out a couple items. I added a glass vase and I changed out the candle, and now we have a 4th look. And that concludes the tips and secrets that I discovered. Now, I will use some of these secrets and tips, but after all, I want my home to feel like a home, and I want it to reflect the people that live here. Please share which style you like the best, if any. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now that we've checked off the rule of 6 and we have an elevated, cozy coffee table, you may be thinking your entryway needs some love too. I have a whole video on styling a cozy council table right here. In this video, I break down how to style those tricky little spaces to get the most elevated, cozy look. So if this is the next move you're making in your home, you must check out this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!